Well, guys, we have some pretty interesting news here, and this is regarding an app called Rainway. And this is regarding Witcher 3 and Nintendo Switch. Obviously, there's no confirmed support of the game for Nintendo Switch natively. However, there's this application made by a man and his team named Andrew Sampson. He makes his Rainway app. And basically, what it is this application streams games from your PC to various consoles. I've seen this before. I've never seen this on Nintendo Switch before. But apparently he's producing this game for Nintendo, producing the app here for Nintendo Switch. And this really does have big implications here because if you could potentially get this Rainway app to work on Nintendo Switch, you'd be able to bring portable games on the go. And you would have console games like Witcher 3, Destiny, whatever game you can think of that's on Steam, and Battlegrounds, Unknown, whatever. The point is, all those games that are on Steam could then be played on Nintendo Switch thanks to the Rainway app. So this is actually a very, very significant development here. So here is the streaming process here. Here's a little clip here I found of this happening here. And as you can see here, the game appears to be working here. If you look closely, you can tell this is indeed a 30 FPS. This is not 60 FPS footage here, which means, unfortunately, there's some downscaling in terms of FPS. The resolution appears to be the same here, but it does seem like the FPS was dropped from 60 FPS to 30 FPS. That's not the greatest news in the world, to be honest with you. But at the same time, it's possible that maybe the PC he was using was only getting 30 FPS. I don't know. See, I don't know if the games... You can kind of see the game on the end here. I don't know if the game was natively in 60 FPS over here. You can kind of see it. If I go back here, you can kind of see it right here. So I don't know if this was a 60 FPS or not, but this is definitely in 30 FPS, and you can tell it's pretty obvious. Honestly, this looks to be even worse than 30 FPS. So this looks more like a 15 to 20 FPS. Obviously, this guy is still working on the game. It's not done yet. And I keep saying game. I don't mean game. I mean application, because the game exists already. It's already been done. So I keep saying game. I don't mean game. But guys, obviously, the impact of this on the marketplace would be huge. Having an application like this, I think, if I'm Nintendo right now, they should be paying these people millions of dollars to get this to work. Because if you get this thing to work, you can make up the lack of third-party support without third parties having to develop for your console exclusively. Obviously, there's some drawbacks here. It's not perfect. Definitely appears to be some type of FPS drawback here from 60 to 30, which is pretty significant. And also the resolution appears to be a little bit different, and there's a bunch of other things here. So this is definitely not the preferred method I have for third parties in terms of bringing their games over to Nintendo Switch by using this PC thing. But I do understand why some third parties don't see enough value in terms of Nintendo Switch, even due to the power, the sales figures, the architecture, whatever the reason is. Having this application could address a lot of the developers' concerns here. And I do think this is a long-term solution here to a problem that really does need a solution now, but it does seem like long-term this could be a solution here. Cloud computing is a growing industry in the global marketplace, and cloud computing, and one aspect of cloud computing is streaming video games, So if this works out, I could definitely see this becoming a bigger deal, and maybe consoles won't exist 20 years from now. You just have streaming games on a PC or something like that. I've heard that theory before, and it definitely has merit to it. So overall, guys, yeah, this guy's doing the same thing. As you see, it can get kind of jaggedy. So it's still a beta, so I understand. Overall, guys, yeah, if you haven't pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch yet or bought it yet, I'll link down below if you want to buy it. And guys, if you haven't bought The Witcher 3 yet, fantastic game. I'll have a link down below to those two games. Really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you, bye.